Hey, welcome back to my channel. We're here with my gorgeous, talented gal pal, Ashley Tiopo. She's another local makeup artist in Winnipeg. She does amazing glam stuff, and today we did an amazing look. You just freestyled it, right?
Yeah, we kind of just went for it. We did like a warmer, like beachy, sun-kissed, glowy look on Rachel. It was inspired by her kind of like walking off the beach, and now she's glistening and glowing with all this highlight. And yeah, so on her eyes we just used this neutral palette from Art. And in her brows we used a local company, Brows by G. We used a pencil in her eyebrows. And then the lips we kept pretty neutral from Dose of Colors. So if you would like to see how we created this look, then keep watching. You already prepped your skin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
a little bit on really.
I'm gonna start with, since you already prepped your skin, I'm just gonna go right into some face and body, which is a really nice lightweight.
Also, if you want to like go full drag beat, feel free.
Okay.
If you want a studio fix, then I'm not gonna hate you.
Yeah. And I like this concealer because it's like super full coverage, but then the foundation itself is really thin, so I'm just gonna go right into that. So I'm starting off kind of like around the core of the face. That's where I wanna concentrate all the product on. And then whatever is left on my brush, that's what I'm gonna use to kind of feather out towards the outer part of the face.
Okay, so just like a side note, I just love looking glam and sexy, and there's no better person in the city of Winnipeg. No one makes you look this hot.
But like, I'm so sure you can execute it the same way yourself.
No. Okay, this is the thing, but this is the thing with every artist, is we all have our own like strokes. I could replicate it, right? Like I could try, and I'd probably get something similar, but it's not the same, like the way that you do it. It's not the same shapes, it's a touch.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do it.
And it's the way you do skin too. Like,
yeah.
You know, like, yeah, everyone is so different.
Everyone has their own formula, and you could like write it down step by step, but if you're not that person, then you can't do it the same way. Yeah. It's like when your mom or your grandmother makes really good food, and no one can make that recipe like them, even if you pass it down.
Yeah.
It's like that.
So this is a secret. I always use these sponges.
Does it just pack it into the...
Yeah, just to kind of pack the foundation, get rid of any kind of harsh lines and stuff. Like, it honestly is a game changer for me.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you aren't using, I don't use a beauty blender because I find that's kind of like...
You can't like wash it and use it.
Yeah, yeah, on like someone else's face. Like, I'm very kind of like germaphobe in that way. Yeah. Like, I like to toss these out after when I'm done, so... I feel
so
like
smart.
That is my little...
That's your secret.
It's my little secret.
It's your skin secret.
Now I'm just taking a little bit of that Pro Longwear concealer. I'm using a little bit more of a yellowy shade to kind of just color correct over the area. So what I do is I kind of like really saturate the problem area, and then what I do is I take the sponge and I kind of tap on it and then tap around it. With someone who's like a darker skin tone, who has maybe like darker pigmentation underneath the eyes, then yeah, I would use like an orange color corrector. Yeah. Because that really helps. But I feel like with you, like even more so, just like a yellowy concealer easily covers it up and neutralizes it, because your skin is looking so neutral now. Really? Like, even, yeah, I just use a little bit of like N1 Face and Body, and now I'm going in with a mixture of like NW15 and NC20 Pro Longwear. Yeah. Just on the blemishes, and like it's covering up really well.
Oh my god, awesome.
Look straight ahead. Okay, so the full video of me just doing the skin will be on Rachel's YouTube. And what's your YouTube channel?
Rachel Lynn Jones.
So now I'm gonna go ahead and neutralize the eyelid a little bit. I'm gonna take the same concealer, chin up a little bit higher, and close your eyes. And I'm just gonna press that right onto the middle of the lid. And we're just bringing that into the inner corner because Rachel carries a lot of like bluey, cool tones in the inner corner. Today we're gonna do something a little glam. Yes! So we're gonna do like a warmer brown neutral smoky eye.
Yes, bitch.
With like a nice soft shimmering lid, some smoked out liner. It's gonna be really pretty, really easy to do. So, okay. Okay, so I'm just taking this 224 fluffy brush, and we're just gonna carve it into the hollow of her eye, which is kind of like open your eyes. So, and close. Okay. I'm just kind of like mapping it out.
That's smart that you have like your client open in between.
I always do that because with people's eyelids, like you just, when they open, it's so kind of like a guessing game. You're like, okay, is that going to sit where I want it to sit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just bringing this all the way in.
Do you ever have like a full atelier someday with like all of your girls, like a salon or something?
One day, if I decide to go in that direction, I don't really know which direction I want to go in right now with my brand. I'm just like, I don't know.
You're blank. Yeah. What would be like another thing that you would want to do?
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we're doing this right now. So I'm just carving in a little bit of a warmer color with a more tapered brush. Open your eyes. Just want to see where that's sitting. Look straight ahead. And then anytime I lay another product on, I go back in with the 224 just to make sure everything's super blended out. Okay.
What's your trick with like eyes that are more hooded? What would be like your best recommendation for a smoky eye?
Keeping everything super blended, first of all.
Okay.
And then I think the key is just to bring it up a little higher, but like, you just can't stay where your natural crease is.
Yeah,
I mean,
because it'll hide. No, it'll literally, it's like...
It'll just like enhance the fact that they're hooded.
Yeah, it's just a big hood.
Just a big hood. So just adding a little bit of a dark brown. I'm just gonna taper that off, but I'm gonna blend it through afterwards. So I'm using this Lorac palette now, and we're just gonna tap this all over the lid. Just using a flat brush for this. And we're just bringing it into the inner corner. Okay, look straight ahead. So when I do the lid color, I always come up a little bit above the crease line, especially if the client has hooded eyes. And then I just kind of soften it.
Yeah, I can feel where you're doing that.
Yeah,
I never go that high.
It feels like I'm bringing it up super high, right?
Yeah, but it's like, I know what it's doing.
Yeah.
That's so smart. I've never done that with shadow on myself.
It just really opens things up, and like, especially if you're gonna be photographed, or like if you're going to an event and it's dark in the evening. Yeah. I do a lot of event makeup, so people kind of like, I know that this look always looks really good on people. I'm taking a little bit of this ColourPop shadow.
This is a Nambo moment now. Never like this is the Nambo moment.
And this, we're just pressing onto the lid, and it's gonna give her kind of like that wet, sort of like glittery eye. So pretty. I'm actually obsessed with the shadow though.
What are you doing now?
Okay, so I'm gonna tight line a little bit because I don't want to bring it to the liner. I don't want to do too much liner.
Okay, watch how I like fully seize while you do this.
Chin up a bit, look down at the floor.
It's cool to watch how you do it so minimally. Like sometimes when I go in, I feel like I have to do it so much to get the full effect. You do it like so gentle.
Yeah, I feel like it's also the product too. It makes a really big difference. That pencil's so rich.
What pencil is it?
Yeah.
Like, they just, I don't know. It's
Here, actually show the camera.
It's called Tightline Black. It's just from Pixie.
Nice.
And like, I've used a lot of pencils, like.
And this one is the one.
It's like just so black.
Oh, it is really creamy.
Yeah. No, the company sent it to me. Just
Really?
to try out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, shouts to Pixie. Keep sponsoring Ashley. I'm feeling sensual.
We're gonna do a little bit of mascara. I just want to clean it up now.
Are we gonna do lashes?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
So what we're doing is when we cut off the shadow, we're bringing it up on an angle so it slants Rachel's eyes a little bit, so she looks more like a feline, you know what I mean? And then from there, I can always smoke it out or make it more cat eye-like, and it just looks really pretty. We'll just add a little bit right now.
Do you have any lash application tricks?
Well, for artists, I always use one. And I just use this mascara, and everyone's like,
it's so good. It's great.
Yeah, that's why it's great lash. So what I do is I always tug the eyelid up a little bit, start at the base, sorry, and then I pull up. I always give it a little wiggle at the root, just to give me volume. And then what I do, look straight. Okay, what I do is I leave that eye sitting for a little bit, I work on this eye, and then I go back again on the other side. Like, your lashes already look insane right now.
Really?
Yeah.
They look really good.
Thank you, Calvin.
Okay.
Oh, individual.
A little trick, if you can't put on a full strip, you use individuals. So apply your mascara first, and then what you do is you take your tweezers, take one off, dip it in the glue, and then look down at the floor, and then you just pop one on. I don't like to start on the corner, outer corner. I just like to go like middle outer corner.
Really?
If I start too far on the outer corner, it could make the client's eyes look droopy, because this way I'm trying to give it a bit of a lift. So I always try to start in the middle first.
That's so smart.
Because there's so many cases where if you're putting a lash on, sometimes the curve is sitting way too low on someone's eyes, and you just have sad eyes. So literally all you need is like 3 on the outer corner, look straight ahead, and it just gives the eye like an instant lift, and it just like adds that natural drama. Like, if you can't do strip lashes, do individuals. Especially if you're doing an eye look like this where the liner is not so like thick liner, you know what I mean?
It's not so graphic.
Yeah, it's not so graphic. It's more of like a softer eyeliner look. Then these are so good for it, because you're not actually seeing like the whole lash band and all that stuff. So. Okay, so going in with concealer now.
What concealer is this? Just the prolonger?
Just the prolonger still. And then I bring it up just to kind of cut the shadow off. I mean, I love a good beat, so I bring it down. I love concealer.
No, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down.
I love concealer.
No, sculpt my face.
Yeah.
Please, yeah, and like honestly, I still try to contour my nose like you. I can't fucking do it.
Oh my god, I'm sure you could.
It's close. It's no cigar though, I gotta say. I'm so excited for you to contour my nose.
Oh my god.
Ashley is the contour queen. I'm not joking. Hey, have you ever done drag makeup before?
No,
like,
but I
actually,
would love to do drag.
Hey, do you want to do a drag look on me sometime?
Yeah?
I have a glue stick in my kit.
Yeah?
That's all we need.
Oh my god, amazing. Let's do it. I love RuPaul's Drag Race. I love
Kimchi's my girl.
She's amazing. Oh my god. See, I don't do like, I should do more cream contour, and I have all the stuff for it, but I always end up doing just like Hoola bronzer.
I know, it's so good.
It's so amazing. You have it too in your kit, right? I saw.
I love it. It's like my favorite thing. And like sometimes I'll use like matte concealers to bronze and sculpt, but this is the guy for everything.
It really is. It creates that perfect shadow on your face.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question about bronzer. So, like, Rachel is not super fair, and I find that, like, you're fair, but you're not super fair.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I find that, like, and any skin tones that are kind of similar to me, like, a lot of, like, products that I use to contour, they go extremely, like, orange.
Yeah, they're very warm.
Yeah, and so, like, do you have a product that you would recommend? Like, I haven't been able to find anything at MAC that looks good.
It's actually really hard for like really fair skin tones, I feel like.
It is hard. So what I do for really fair skin is I use this product here. It's the blot powder in Deep Dark.
Oh, you use that for super fair skin?
Yes, really light skin, because it's still warm. It's gonna give a wash on your skin, so it's not gonna be like super muddy or anything. Okay, so going into the nose contour, her favorite part. Yes. Okay, so I take a little bit of bronzer on a fluffy brush, and I always come onto the side of the nose here.
Onto the tip.
Onto the tip. So I don't follow this natural edge. I always go right on top of it.
I feel like your tricks are like you think you'd be going too far, but actually it's like the perfect amount. You do the same thing with the eyes too. you know what I mean? Where most people would contour on the sides of the nose.
Yeah.
You just wouldn't know, but it's actually going on top to like thin it out. And the same thing with like the eye sockets too. Just going on top a little bit.
Yeah, just going on top. Okay, so that's literally all we do.
So simple.
Very, very simple.
Oh,
That's so
and so effective. Nose job in 2 seconds. Oh, this palette.
Yeah, so just taking a little bit of this color here. It's just gonna give her some color into the cheeks, give her that like vacation, sun-kissed glow. And then what I like to do is I like to just apply a little bit on the tip of the nose. She just looks like she came out of the sun. A little bit on the forehead.
Who is Vitamin D?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of her ever.
Angle here. And then look here and then look down. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Along the Cupid's bow and the chin. All right. And then obviously,
Fuck it up.
obviously, we cannot forget.
This is my favorite part.
You're bathing in this highlighter.
Honestly.
You are like those memes right now.
Oh my god.
Are these
pixie
things? No, these are Brows by G's pencils.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
cool.
she's local. So
She made those.
yeah.
That's crazy.
And like the reason why I want to use something like this on Rachel's brows is because it's slanted, so I could just create those like brush like strokes and build the shape where I need to. And then I can taper it off at the end. And then what I want to do is like brush it out after. I want a really natural shape for Rachel's brows, so I don't want to do them too dramatic. It's just so much better when this has a spoolie at the end. Like, I never thought that it would be like such a, I was like, oh, you know, it's just a spoolie.
Yeah.
But it honestly makes a big difference. This doesn't bug you? I hate this part when people do my makeup. I'm like,
Really?
so twitchy.
For me, it's like the tight lining more than this.
Going in to overdraw them.
No, please do it, please.
I'm ready. I'm just
No,
like, okay.
overdraw. Give me Botox.
Okay. You overdraw pretty heavy, right?
No. Yes.
No, but it's honestly, okay, Pod, I know you probably don't like it, but I love like an overdrawn lip. Like there's something about it.
It looks like you ate McDonald's and forgot to wipe the ketchup. I hate it.
There's something about it though.
I know.
There's something about it that looks like, why is the lip done but the lipstick's still going?
Get out of here. No smiling.
Yeah.
I like to bring that gloss over the edge. I don't know, do you normally overdraw more than, does it feel like it's really overdrawn? You probably,
It's my shit.
you probably go more ham than
I go so ham. It's insane.
It looks really pretty.
I go so ham.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Okay, are we ready to finish?
That's so pretty.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I
Ashley.
love that look on
That
your
makeup is insane. Oh my god.
That part.
I'm ready when you guys are.
Okay. Not stressed at all. We're both like. She's like, okay, we gotta start again. Why did I do that? We were going so good. We were doing okay. Okay. Hey, my. Oh.